Did you call that shot, bro? Said, are you ready, boss? And what happened?
No.
Booyah. While he's lipping crappie, I'm gonna show you what I'm lipping. My float.
Man, I mean, they're really congregated in one little spot on this tree, and we've thrown in there a bunch. Finally hit it.
Howdy ho, howdy ho. Anglers and anglerettes. Hey, summer is winding down. You know, we actually had a couple of cool mornings this past week, and that felt pretty doggone good. Another thing that feels pretty good is the tug of a good old crappie on the end of the line. And that's what we're doing today. We're fishing with a fella. You have seen us over at Bull Shoals in the past, and we have been fishing with Kyle Lasater. He's a hoot to fish with. Boy, can catch fish too. But you're not going to recognize this fella that we're fishing with over there today, because we were fishing with Kyle in the past, and I'm not too sure, because of Kyle's looks now, that this may be his little brother Lyle, as I'm going to call him. Nonetheless, I'm hoping old Lyle knows how to put us on crappie as good as brother Kyle did. So let's get on over to Bull Shoals. Thank you guys for tuning in, spending some time with us here on the G3 Sportsman. And let's get over to Bull Shoals and let's just see what little brother has in store for us. We're introducing you to another part of the family over here at Bull Shoals. Y'all remember Kyle? Well, now we've got his now I guess y'all are twins, but the little brother, twin brother, Lyle Lasater. Wow. This is who we've got right here. I hope you're as good a fisherman and can put us on fish.
I'm better.
Like big brother Kyle.
I'm better than him.
He says he's better. Without further ado, we've made it. We're at Bull Shoals. We're gonna do a little crappie fishing. We're gonna get out there and hopefully we can get out there and get in a place out of the wind, and we can catch a few crappie with our new buddy, Kyle Lasater. Come join us on today's G3 Sportsman. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so I guess we're looking for structure.
We're looking for these fish moved out into this deeper water. They're just starting to do that.
Crappie time? Hey, cute little black crappie.
Cute. Probably 11 or 12 incher. I mean, that's a pretty good one. We'll catch bigger than this today, though.
All right. Yeah.
Nice crappie. Blacks. That's what we're gonna catch all day. Is black crappie.
All day long.
Be surprised if we catch a single white. Sometimes you come in and catch 10, and sometimes you don't catch one.
Yeah, you would think you drop that minnow down there. I mean, it's every one of them.
Every time.
Every single time. It's going to.
How many times would you run up to a cheeseburger and then turn around?
Oh yeah.
There's one.
Got him.
That'll be a better one, probably.
Maybe not a bass. Hopefully not.
No, that's a good shot.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Good.
That's a good. Good, as they say.
It's a slab.
See, now that's the kind of crappie that your brother caught. You're going to one-up him now.
My brother, he just ain't the man I am.
I guarantee.
That's a good one. Looks probably 150 or so.
Watched him just go straight up to it. That was pretty neat. And you know, I didn't think that fish would be that big by looking at the mark.
It's crazy. You'll see them down there. That's why it's important watching that live scope, even with a bobber. you'll see them down there react. You know, you seen when he starts coming up. I've caught enough, I can almost tell if they're coming up fast enough, you know, if they're going to hit it or not. If they just slowly come up there, probably not going to happen.
Right.
But you could tell he was fired up. He came up
I mean, he come straight up.
Whoom, just pulled
straight
it
up.
Another good one. So on these clear reservoir lakes, I'm just going to say a little bit about how the crappie kind of move, because you have such a big lake, it's hard to, it's just so overwhelming on where to start. But in the springtime, everybody knows crappie go up on the banks, they go up in the creeks, push back in there to spawn. In these deep lakes, you know, on the small lakes, everybody says, you know, they go back out into the lake after the spawn and stuff, and that's just not true on this deep of a lake, because they have deep water back in all these pockets. So, and there's crappie everywhere, just like bass all year, but I'm saying for the most part, they stay back in those creeks a lot of the summer. After spring, they'll kind of get in some of the deep water, and then when it gets later in the summer and in the fall, on this lake, the water starts coming down, starts kind of pushing them out a little bit deeper.
Got him. He hit it with my big bobber.
Oh, tank, son, look at that.
Oh,
Golly.
oh.
No way, just bring him in, bring him in.
Just bring him in.
Look at that.
How about that? See, it took me a little while to get started.
That's a toad.
I'll be tell you, son. That's a that is a Kyle Lasater special right there.
I had that one tied up down there for you today.
Yeah, there you go. How about that? Took me a little bit to get kind of going. I've had more problems than you can imagine. Gar broke me off. Broke off again. All I've been doing is just tying on. So that's a good start for me. Thank you, Lyle.
Good fish, no problem. Catch some more.
Hey, I never caught a fish this big with Kyle.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, if this was one of those days, I don't know whether it's the fact I'm just getting older or what it is, but for whatever reason, I could not do anything right. Got the little bead, and then you got to put the cork on, then tie the hook, put the sinker.
If you would listen.
Let me know out there, guys. Am I the only one that just has bad, and I'm talking about bad days, or is this just something that's common with all of us? I need to know. I just can't seem to get it threaded all the way through. Something that Lyle's probably had issues with. I've yet to see my bait.
I'm gonna try to turn it toward you. There it is. You're right on the back side of it. You're pretty good. You got one coming at you right there.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
He just had a little bounce.
I know it. That's what them suckers do.
There he is. Did you call that? Did you call that shot, bro?
Oh.
Said, are you ready, boss? And what happened?
Yo.
Booyah.
Another old good old slab.
Old slab.
Pull up here to another tree. It's it was cloudy this morning, and now it's kind of sunny, getting a little bluebird. They're getting real tight on these trees. Got to get right up there in them. Pulling some out though. I am. Scott ain't doing much, but that's usual.
Got him. Well, that's a dandy. There you go.
Sir. Man, man, I mean, they're really congregated in one little spot on this tree, and we've thrown in there a bunch. Finally hit it.
Yeah, this is spot number 2.
Spot number 2. Another good one, 12, 13 incher.
Yeah. I could put him in there while I'm sitting here retying again, since I hooked onto a tree. Oh.
Right back here on that back.
I got you right on the bottom. I think Wes is getting that for you guys right now. You can see we've got a small group of, well, actually a big group of crappie up top. That's a brush pile, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then as you see coming up, down towards the bottom, look at the marks there. Them some hammers.
Yeah, and see like right on the edges, see them sitting there like
Yep,
right there?
yep. That's a good look right
So
there.
we'll stop right there.
Got him all around me.
Yeah.
Got him all around me.
That one's half mine.
Yeah, well, I don't think this one's that big.
It's pretty good.
I don't think that. Well, I mean, when you're
That's because
catching
you
2
caught a
pounders.
3-pounder.
Yeah, when you're catching 2 pounders, the pounders are only half that size.
That's
see?
a good fish. That's a 12 incher.
Oh, and thick too.
Thick.
Thick too. See, it helps when I finally have a hook on. I finally have a bobber on. I finally have a bait on. It kind of helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, helps a lot. I've been sitting down there with no minnow for probably 5 minutes. I ain't gonna catch much like this.
Yeah, there we go. Another good Bull Shoals crappie. All right. I'm gonna tell you something. He doesn't guide, so I know that a lot of people will always ask, you know, when we see something out there with Kyle, won't know if he guides or whatever, but he does not. He's a good dude, man. Let me tell you, he's went through a lot, and he's put in the work to lose this weight. And I'm gonna tell you something. That takes determination. That takes grit, and he's done it. I think he said he lost about 120 pounds. So that's almost like losing Andy Lehman, the owner of ACC. That's just almost like just throwing Andy right off his back. But as we could find quite a few on the side imaging, down imaging on the hummingbirds, and then we could see them there on the live scope, but they were pretty finicky. And I mean, we're throwing minnows at them. The old saying is, you know, you might be able to find them easier and certainly see them on live scope. It doesn't make them bite. Well, that was today. This is where I've been today. One of those days. You know what I lip while he's lipping crappie? I'm gonna show you what I'm lipping. My float. I hope you do. I'm spending all my time. I feel like my old dearly departed buddy Lonnie Stanley. I used to get on to Lonnie all the time. I said, Lonnie, you spend more time in the bottom of the boat changing than you do fishing. And I'm starting to feel like Lonnie right now. I miss old Lonnie. Lonnie'd love old Lyle. Got him. Feel like it? He's fighting like a good.
Yeah, good one, real good one.
Oh yeah, that's dandy. That puts the old bow in that ACC there.
You ever want to catch fish? Wait till a boat comes by or stuff, and you'll always catch one.
Well, you get a big cameraman, I'll block them.
Another old tank.
That is.
Good one.
Okay, one thing that we've done here on the G3 Sportsman 1910 is we put 3 across here. So now we've got 2 butt seats. Kyle likes his down, Kimosabe style. He sits on his, as we said earlier when we off camera. It's a butt seat. You put your butt in the seat, hence the butt seat. And then you can have it up higher like I do, and where you can just lean back. But today we're going with the 2 butt seats, and it's worked out really good. So this is a nice feature because everything's happening up here. 2 people, now we got 2 seats. Ready. Yeah, that's good. Y'all thinking, well, why?
Thanks, son.
I've done broke off for 5 times. There's my pile right there. That's a good one. You see my pile right there? So I'm jig fishing, which Lyle Kyle here says you ain't gonna catch a fish on it, but I don't care. He's catching them. He's catching them.
If you don't want to do it, I'll do it.
Hey,
You know,
it's a tough job.
I'll
isn't
be
it?
that man. I'll be that man.
It's a tough.
You could come out here and just throw around this pile and think, well, I ain't gonna catch nothing, you know. But you gotta really know how to pinpoint them.
And you think it just leave her still, or kind of move them up some, or?
I just leave it still. I mean, you got a live minnow, so they're doing the work. Every once in a while, I might just kind of pop it just to get their attention. But those black crappie don't like a lot of action. You know, they don't like a lot. So I've even had a lot of times where one was coming up, you know, to get it, and I popped it, and it'll turn them off. They don't like it.
I mean, you see how far we're fishing from the nose of the boat. I mean, they're just right here.
Yeah.
Now that's bigger.
That's probably bass.
Ready? You stalked it.
Go.
Well, there you have it. Lyle here has caught crappie in spite of me today. I've just been a mess.
It's all right. I like people just to watch me catch fish. I mean, I enjoy it.
We always have a ball with the Lasater boys. I hope you guys enjoyed Lyle. I actually think he's a little more fun than Kyle.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Don't you think?
I hope so.
Yeah, the big gold chain that we're seeing you wear.
Oh, I got it on. Hey,
Oh yeah, the Mr. T starter set.
let me
right
leave
there.
that out.
Yeah, leave that out there. I mean, you're more flamboyant.
Hey, get the fish.
You're more flamboyant than your brother Kyle. Yeah,
Because this is what you got.
that's just what you got. Hey, we want to thank ACC Crappie Sticks, of course. You know, they've been really good to us, giving us these rods and catching these nice fish. And ever in the Bull Shoals area, you know, I don't know that you can get out and just wham bam them, but there's certain times a year this clear water gets a little iffy when it comes to catching them, but they can be caught. Kyle Lyle just proved that today. So you got to be patient, don't you?
Yep.
Any one good tip for late summer?
Just stick with them. Look for piles, and I don't know. I screwed that up.
Okay, well, he's not as informative as Kyle, but I'll just say, look for these. We're being in this deeper water, anywhere 30, 40 feet, brush piles in about, tops of them at about 20 or so. That's what we're looking at. Water temperature's been right around 80, 82. So thank you for watching. Stay with us on all of our social media. We're streaming now, My Outdoor TV, Outdoor Action TV, everywhere. I want to thank Kyle Lasater, and hey, keep what you can use, release the rest, and we'll see you out there somewhere doing something right here on the G3 Sportsman. Another crazy show, but we got her did.
Did it.
That looks like a dandy.
It is.
It's just what I do. Yeah.
What I do.
Why did we come here
Catch
first?
fish. Just trying to not bring you here.
Okay, so
Come here and-
anybody that's looking, don't leave. I mean, we're not where you think we are.
Yeah.